All right, Shalom. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I'm going to start off with Habakkuk 2:16. It says, Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Most High's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Okay, and basically this is going into Esau Edom. Okay, the man of sin that's being revealed in these times, and shameful spewing is upon his glory. Now let's get this word spewing. Okay, which is Strong's H7022, which is Kwaya Kwalawan. Okay, Kwaya Kwalawan. It says disgrace or shame. Intense disgrace, shameful spewing. Okay, ignominy. Okay, which and it says vomitous ignominy. Let's get that. Ignominy is public shame or disgrace, humiliation, embarrassment, mortification, disgrace. Okay, so you Edomites are being revealed for your true nature, okay? And disgrace is being put upon your matter of fact, what does it say? Get this precept. Oh wait, it's not it's posterity. Hold on. It's a lot. Okay. This might not be what I wanted. Psalms 109. Let's see here. It's a lot. Okay. All right. So ultimately, this is going to happen to E. Okay, I believe this may be talking about Jake, but this is definitely going to happen to E. Okay. Whew, man. Psalms 109, starting at verse 1. Hold not thy peace, O power of my praise. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. Okay, and that, I mean, E fits this perfectly, man. You know, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. Okay, the wicked be estranged as from the womb. They go forth as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right. So this goes directly into Esau as far as his attributes. Okay. They compass me about also with words of hatred. What does it say? They whet their tongue as a sword. They're even their arrows, which are bitter words. They shoot at the righteous. They shoot at the perfect in the dark. They say, who see it? You know, they see it not, basically. Roughly paraphrasing, okay? This is E. This is E, man. And fought against me without a cause. Which you wicked jakes do the same thing, man. For my love, they are my adversaries. But I give myself unto prayer, okay? And Jake love E. But E rewards you evilly for all the good that you try to do unto his wicked ass. And they have rewarded me evil for good and hatred for my love. Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand. Okay, and you Edomites are the physical counterparts of the spiritual demon Satan. You do his will. Okay, much like Cain, it said, "Unto him shall be thy desire." Right, because he chose evil. He chose not to love his brother, but he chose to be wicked. And so he did the will of Satan on the earth, man. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin. You know, let his days be few, and let another take his office. And that's what's coming for you Edomites. You're going to be taken out of power, okay, which is going to make me bring my other scripture up early. Sirach 10 and 4 says, the power of the earth. Okay, matter of fact, let's read before that. Sirach 10. Now we'll come back. Salakia. And 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time will he set over it one that is profitable. Okay? So the Most High is going to switch out the rulership, man. Let's see here. Sirach 10:8 says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And the translation of the kingdom is happening, man. The translation of power is happening spiritually, okay? Where you Edomites, you so-called white people, are being taken out of power. And the next rulership on the planet Earth is going to be the Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, with who the world English calls Jesus Christ, which his real name is Yahweh Shai, leading that rulership, man, being at the forefront, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, all right? Let's continue in this Psalms 109. Let his days be few, and let another take his office. Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. Okay? And that's going to happen to E, man. Let his children be continually vagabonds and beg. Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate places. What it say is, let's get it. Malachi 1:4 says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever, man. Okay? So in the kingdom, man, this is going to be y'all people, man. You know? Y'all going to be slaves, man. Verse 11, let the extortioner catch all that he hath, and let the stranger spoil his labor. Y'all going to get sold like y'all sold us. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him. Let there be, neither let there be any favor to his fatherless children. Okay? Let his posterity be cut off, and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. And eventually y'all going to get wiped out completely. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with Yahweh, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. And hey man, that reminds me of so many precepts, man. Psalms 147 also says, remember Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it. Okay, even to the foundation thereof, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be. Okay, which rewardeth thee as thou hast rewarded us. I think it's Psalms 147. Okay, it's not 147, but I just basically quoted it. Okay. Happy shall he be that shall reward thee as thou hast rewarded us, man. Okay? The Lord's not going to forget what you did to us. Let them be before Yahweh continually, speaking of his sins, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth. Because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. Come on, man. Let's see here. Amos 1:11 says, for thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Okay? But I will send a fire upon T-Man, which shall devour the palaces of Basra, which represents wherever they live, man. That's T-Man and that's Basra, wherever they live, man. As he loved cursing, so let it come unto him. As he delighted not in blessing, so let it be far from him. As he clothed himself with cursing, like as with his garment, so let it come into his bowels like water, and like oil into his bones. Let it be unto him as the garment which covereth him, and for a girdle wherewith he is girded continually. Let this be the reward of mine adversaries from Yahweh, and of them that speak evil against my soul. Who does that more than Esau Edom, man? The accuser of our brethren, as the scriptures call him also. Okay? So there's a lot of precepts that come to mind, so I don't want to like get too off topic, because this is relating to this particular story. So I was out doing my little, delivery thing, and I ran across this lady, and basically we was having a conversation, and she recommended this movie to me. It was all through the spirit. A movie called Dark Waters. Okay, Dark Waters. And I don't have a pull up on the screen. I'm gonna pull it up. It's a Dark Waters, Mark Ruffalo. So this is it right here. It's a director called Mark Ruffalo. Okay, and this is it right here, Dark Waters. All right, and I forget what this guy's name is. This might be him, but either way, Mark Ruffalo. Yeah. So that's him right there. I forget where else I recognize him from, but he's a familiar face. So basically, in this movie, it's based off of a real life class action suit that was against Dupont. Okay, which Dupont, is one of them wealthy families, one of them Edomite elite families, pretty much. Dupont, the Gettys, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they all kind of in the same realm of being the top elite rich, basically. All right, and so basically, there was a class action shoot that happened. There was an article in the New York Times magazine that says the lawyer who became DuPont's worst nightmare, depicting this story. Okay, so let me see if I can see what I want to read on here. Okay, so this is some of the article. I kind of skipped down because there was a lot on it, giving like background and stuff. Yeah, I want to read here. Okay. So Billot is the last name. Let me see. Billot is the name of this. Bob Billot is the name, or Rob Billot is the name of the attorney who took on the class action suit against DuPont. And so let's just read some of this. Okay. All right. So basically, just to give you some background, this farmer in West Virginia, his brother sold half of their land to DuPont, and DuPont used that land as a landfill. But in actuality, they were dumping chemicals out there. Okay, and so what happened is the cattle got sick, and so this is just giving you some background. It says Wilbur fed a videotape into the VCR. The footage shot on the camcorder was grainy and intercut with static. Images jumped and repeated. The sound accelerated and slowed down. It had the quality of a horror movie. In the opening shot, the camera pans across the creek. It takes in the surrounding forest, the white ash trees shedding their leaves, and the rippling, shallow water before pausing on what appears to be a snowbank at an elbow in the creek. The camera zooms in, revealing a mound of soapy froth. It says, "I've taken 2 dead deer and 2 dead cattle off of this ripple." Tennant says in a voiceover, "The blood run out of their noses and out of their mouths. They're trying to cover this stuff up, but it's not going to be covered up because I'm going to bring it out in the open for people to see." So basically, they was dumping chemicals and his animals was dying, and it talks about more. If you see the video, you can get a kind of an idea of what's going on. It doesn't really show. This description is more vivid. I'll read a little more, then we'll get into some more precepts. The video shows a large pipe running into the creek, discharging green water with bubbles on the surface. "This is what they expect a man's cows to drink on his own property," Wilbur says. "It's about high time that someone at the State Department, blah, blah, blah." At one point, the video cuts to a skinny red cow standing in hay patches. Patches of its hair are missing, and its back is humped. Salak, 1 second. All right, Salak. So it says a red skinny cow standing in hay. Patches of its hair are missing and its back is humped. A result, Wilbur speculates, of a kidney malfunction. Okay. Then it says a close-up of a dead black calf lying in the snow. Its eye is a brilliant chemical blue. And it says 153 of these animals I've lost on this farm. So basically, when you watch the movie, you see like there was a lot of different things that was happening, like because of this chemical that was being dumped into the water. And it turns out the chemical was fluoride. The chemical was fluoride. I even found this article here. Let me see, let me make sure. Okay. This is on the website fluoridealert.org. Okay, and it talks about this class action suit. It says class action part 1. Mysterious wasting disease and death of 260 cattle in West Virginia are linked to Dupont's landfilling of PFOA, ammonium perfluorooctanate, octoanate or whatever, or C8 waste near the farm. Okay, and so this is actually a class action suit that went out against Dupont. So like I read in the beginning, a shameful spewing is becoming upon the glory of Esau, man, because them top Edomite banking families, they glorify in the fact that they got rich and that they control different things. When you look in that movie or that documentary, How Big Oil Conquered the World, it talks about the DuPonts and how they became billionaires before anybody even knew what a billionaire was. And they were and they basically altered medicine and history and these different things to benefit them, to where now I can't even tell you the percentage, but a ridiculous percent of the things that we consume contain petroleum, okay, or petrolatum or different petroleum derivatives, even medicine, okay, which is a byproduct of oil. Petroleum is a byproduct of oil, and they had to find a way to monetize and use all this stuff, because petroleum doesn't break down, you see. It's much like this fluoride stuff that they put in the water. It doesn't break down. And so they had to find a way to use it instead of just continually dumping it. All right, so let's read some of this on here. On this article, it says, based upon a U.S. EPA draft report, Dry Run Creek 1997, blah, blah, blah. It says, animals, it says cattle, carnivorous, piscivorous, omnivorous, insectivorous, or whatever, and herb, or whatever, man, these words. These different mammals in the Dry Run Creek study area are at increased health risk due to exposure to metals, fluoride, and trichlorofluorethamine, which also contains that derivative of fluoro, which goes into like fluoride and stuff. But the conclusion of the veterinary team, blah, blah, blah. So they lie. They say it was different things, malnutrition and copper deficiency, and so on and so forth. But you kind of see in the movie, man, that it says after 40 years of successful cattle ranching, they believe it was chemical contamination that devastated the herd within a span of 10 years. So basically, E tried to lie and say that, oh, no, he was being a bad farmer. It wasn't our fault. But in the movie, they show you, okay, and we all should know by now that fluoride is not safe to drink. In the movie, they showed you there was such a high concentration of fluoride that the people that lived around there, their teeth was turning black. Just like the cow's teeth was black, the people that lived there, their teeth was turning black. Them living on the farm, their teeth was turning black because they had well water. They was drinking well water, and they had a high concentration of it, and so their teeth turned black. Which, hey man, if you don't know by now that fluoride is harmful, then you need to come out from under that rock you're living in, for real. But let's go back to this Sirach 10:1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Okay? So the ruler is wicked, so most of the people that live here is wicked. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay? And E is an unwise king. Okay? E is an unwise king. Let's get another precept. And Lord will, I try to remember to put those articles in the description. I may try to throw a link up there, but brothers, try to watch that movie, Dark Waters, with Mark Ruffalo. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. Okay, and E has been set up over it And he's the basis of all men, man. He's the lowest of the low. Okay. So yeah, I just kind of want to go into that. Don't really have nothing else pulled up. I'm gonna just let it be that. But yeah, check out some of these articles. Check out this story. Okay, this is based off a true story. Check out that movie. And hey, Eve's being revealed in this time. You know, the man of sin. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom.